Do 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 do.
God Daddy's in the building. Hello, hello, and welcome to another edition of Call of Daddy 2. Joining me, as always, on the sticks. He's that bad dad cod. You might know him as Muscle V, but we know him as Dixie.
Yo, 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 Muscle V in the house.
And our producer and head of sales. He's the scariest Jew in Juville. He is Boo Radley.
The Boo you know.
And as we have our executive producer, the man that shirts forgot. He is the Pants Man.
What do you mean?
And you can feel free to ask me anything, for I am Jeeves. We welcome you again to another edition of an Ash Wednesday edition of our show, actually. Ash Wednesday globally, locally for me, Trash Wednesday, so pretty exciting. I know that some of you guys aren't exactly Christian. You made that very clear last time. I think you know what Ash Wednesday is, but we've just marked the start of giving things up. So I was wondering if you guys have decided to give up on masks yet or not.
Well, before we get into that, you said you think we know what Ash Wednesday is. I just want to say, my grandparents were devout Catholics. I come from Catholic stock, so you would think I would have at least a passing familiarity. But I was like in my mid-20s when I was at work, and a guy was walking around with fucking ash on his head, and I was like, what the hell is that? What is going on? And I had to have it explained to me that is what apparently Catholics do on Ash Wednesday. I had never seen or heard of it. I had heard of Ash Wednesday. I had no idea that there was literal ash involved.
Yeah,
so that happened to
super
me
confusing.
too. Happened to me too, except for it was most of the people in my office, and I thought it was The Walking Dead.
I've participated in Ash Wednesday. Still didn't really get what it was. Still don't quite. I had to Google it this morning. It's actually kind of intense. It is to remind us as Catholics that we came from dust and that one day we will return to dust.
That's what I need on a Wednesday.
It's fucking intense, right? But they also want to remember, like, they do that so that you remember to, like, give up something or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, like I said, we're starting to get to the point in COVID where it seems like it's going away, or at least the Ukraine invasion's happening hard enough that we've all forgotten that there's a pandemic. So, like, I don't know about you guys, but our daycare has just given up the mask requirement as of today. And it's super awkward. It's hard to figure out how to play things.
Oh wow, ours has not given that up. I think it's going to be a while before they do.
I kind of wished it would, because it's daycare's tough, right? Because it's the source of all of illness, basically. So it's like, if there's COVID going around, they're probably going to get it anyway. But, like, it also, you know, it shouldn't really matter whether they're wearing masks or not. I mean, she doesn't. My daughter is under 2. So it's not like she can, but it's more like, will all of the supporting cast wear it, including the parents coming in and out? So, like, I don't think it will matter anyway, but it was still weird. It was something that I had to, like, consider. Like, am I wearing a mask in? Will I judge others if they don't?
Yeah. I don't know. It's a weird thing. Like, on the one hand, you know, I kind of don't care one way or the other. Like, people can make their own choice, and that's fine as long as they're following whatever rules are set at the places they choose to go and not being dicks about it one way or the other. But I don't know. I haven't really decided what I'm gonna do. The mask mandates are up. I can probably go to the grocery store, which is all I really do these days, and not wear a mask. But there's something weird about, like, I don't know. I mean, there's a part of me, because I only have to wear it to the grocery store. I'm not wearing it all day at work or anything like that. I kind of like the mask. Like, it's a little barrier between me and all these other horrible people in the world that I don't really want to, you know, be near anyway.
Yeah, I have noticed that if I am, like, unkempt, I'm probably putting the mask on. Like, the more put together I am, the less likely I am at this point to wear the mask.
Yeah.
Also, I think if I didn't have a kid, I think I would be over the mask thing by now. I was staunchly for it when it first came out, and I would be well past it if there wasn't the imminent risk of my child still getting COVID.
Sure.
How about you, Boo? You've been around people this whole time.
Yeah, so we have to still wear masks at work, which I have no problem with. And I would say, like, I went to the store yesterday, and everyone, even though the mask mandate's up, everyone was still wearing a mask. So
Oh,
I'm
see,
just
I,
kind of
I
used
went
to it.
today and it was no one was wearing it. I was like one of three people.
Yeah, it's still happening here, so I'm just kind of used to it.
That's good. I think that's good. I think we're probably like a month and a half shy of making the call.
I think that's fair. That's fair. I
Like
agree.
I'm surprised that they made the call when the CDC did, even though they've been all over the place.
Russia's hot.
How about you, Muscle V? You're the other one with a kid. Where do you land on this whole thing?
Yeah, so my office still does require us to wear masks. I do have to wear a mask when I'm in the office.
Yeah, I thought you meant your house. I thought you meant Trixie was making you do that.
No, I do have to wear it on team calls just to just to fit in.
I don't know if you're joking or not.
I
That
honestly.
that is a joke. That is a joke.
Okay.
Okay, does your office go in? Because you're nowhere near your office, but do they go in?
Um, it's kind of a little bit of hybrid. Some people go in like once a week, but most people still don't go in.
So you'll be FaceTiming people and they'll be FaceTime. You don't do that for work. You'll
Yep.
be Zooming people and they'll be in masks. Is that real?
I think the mask mandate is going to go away here pretty soon in the city where my headquarters is.
Okay, but that wasn't the question. I mean, like you have been Zooming people that aren't in masks or are in masks. I mean, like where
Uh,
you're not.
sometimes yes. The majority of times it's no, but there are some times where they do wear masks.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. I don't think I've run into that yet. That'd be kind of weird.
So then
Oh,
I
I've
feel
had
weird not
people.
wearing a mask because everybody else is wearing a mask.
Hmm. All right. So anyway, you guys gonna feel comfortable these next 40 days of Lent giving up your masks?
Yeah, should be fine.
And hopefully for forevermore, right? Hopefully
Yeah.
that's it for these things.
Yep.
All right. Well, why don't you go ahead and remind us what happened last episode?
All right, let me just find a safe spot to hide here real quick.
Yeah, I just assumed by now you'd be dead, but
I already died,
for,
but
for
I'm
those of
back.
you guys that weren't watching, Muscle V died 4 seconds into the stream. Immediate.
Well, last time on Caudettes, our heroes were feeling a little fatty. With Pantsman officially without an award, the rest of the heroes celebrated. The P.O. box was flooded once again with the long and boring lecture by a fan. With our heroes irritated and exhausted, no sources were revealed. The new mascot, Tiffany, was up to old tricks as she was asking for a raise. Obviously, no raise was given. Do better, Tiffany. The heroes had a deep discussion of their favorite fatties, with some interesting choices. It was surprising there wasn't more criticism. The great debate took place once again with our heroes debating the best fast food item. After much discussion, there was no clear winner. Thus, a poll was created. The heroes continue on to kill Battle 7 with the following score: Muscle V with 19, and Jeeves with 16, and Switchback continuously has 0.
Ugh, the universal constant at this point.
In terms of sniper kills, Muscle V has 22, Jeeves has 27, and Switchback with 1. With 2 polls, the heroes await a winner.
Woot.
Yep. So let's get into the polls. So the first poll that we had is how many men does it take to help you out of a bathtub?
Oh,
With
that's right.
within parentheses, if you're stuck. That wasn't necessarily part of the question, but we added if you're stuck.
It's a very important distinction.
Now, how many choices did you present to the poll?
Okay, it wasn't. It was open choice. Like it was like a write-in,
Ooh,
fill-in. I want to
ooh,
see kind of
dangerous way to do polling.
the creativity of our fans.
Well, it's
Was
like
it
pick a
Tubby
number.
McTubface? Was
Yeah.
that the winner?
What's that?
Was it Tubby McTubface?
No, it was not.
That does seem like the obvious choice if you're just going to leave it completely wide open.
Um, several answers here. One of the answers was as many as I can get.
Yeah,
That was
sure.
me. I did that one. That was me.
You're not allowed to answer the poll. I want that on record going forward.
That there must have been multiple because I kept getting a lot of that answer.
Oh,
Well, I
Yeah.
just kept refreshing.
how many did you get of it?
Several. Not clear. Our statistics still aren't the best. Low budget here.
Wait a minute. You said several. Can I just
Yeah.
clarify? Did you get so many answers that you can't count them? Are there more than a hand's worth of fingers? Like, what are you
Yeah,
talking about?
I am
Oh,
confused by how
Uh,
you're unclear.
I wasn't gonna bother with that nonsense.
Oh, okay. So you would just throw it out as soon as you got that answer. Is that right?
It was there.
Okay.
okay.
Great.
The second answer. Second
Absolute
answer.
shadiest pollster. I think we might have some voter fraud.
Second answer was if they look like Thor, Jason Momoa, or Muscle V, then a lot.
Did you write that answer yourself?
I will do have to say that the Muscle V part wasn't approved, but the other two were.
Oh, I see.
I felt like I was in the same category.
Wow, that's a bold claim.
You finished
Don't think it
the
holds
answer
up.
for some people. Great.
I mean, it had to be added. It felt necessary.
It had to be added.
I'm just gonna
Okay.
say, and the people watching can't actually see me, so this, I think, given what they know of me so far, this will land as hilarious. Even though they haven't seen me, which those of you who have seen me, this will be even more hilarious. My boyfriend, genuinely seems to think I resemble Thor. So,
Well, he
like
does.
the
He
Marvel
does wear
movies.
glasses, so that makes tons of sense that he has no idea what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Good for you, though. Do you think
Right?
maybe he's got like one of those shallow Hal things?
Is that one of
It's the only
the
explanation.
Is that one of the Hemsworth brothers?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That makes sense. That makes sense because
that's crazier than when Boo was called a classic American pretty boy.
I am a
Right?
classic American pretty boy. But no, that makes sense because you used to date Miley Cyrus.
You
The less
also
said about that, the better.
he weighs you weigh like one of Thor's arms.
I mean, I could launch myself at him at like lightning speed, and he wouldn't realize somebody had hit him.
Well, yeah, he's the god of thunder, though. So to be fair, lightning's not very effective against him.
We did have two more answers. The next answer
Oh, right.
was
There's a poll.
Yep. The next answer was 2. That was it. Just 2.
Yep, makes sense. That's actually the classic answer.
Yep.
That's an answer, it turns out.
And the last one was I never get stuck. And that's all they put. Just I never get stuck.
Doesn't fit the prompt. See, this was in a case where you did get stuck. But I like
got
the
you
moxie.
multiple
I do
choice
respect the moxie. So which one won?
As many as I get. Obviously, I didn't count them all, but I think I saw that one the most.
What is the point of this poll? What is the methodology of your polling credentials? Like, what the fuck?
I'm not,
So
I'm
it's
not
a poll, and you said I didn't
116.
count the answers.
Yeah, when you said I got some is a very, very alarming response to
Okay,
how
this
many.
is a low budget production. We don't have the time or the money to count every single answer that comes in.
It
There
probably
weren't that
isn't.
many answers.
It's probably a mistake having our number one pollster not have any idea how to do math.
True.
That's probably our bad.
But here's the problem: if that was a requirement, we would have no pollster because none of us are good at math.
I'm okay at math.
I have
thought
a
you said
degree.
Boo thinks he's good at math, but
Yeah,
he's very bad at it.
I have a degree in mathematics.
Boo's
do
probably
not.
the worst. Boo's probably the worst at math, but definitely thinks he's the best.
I think
I'm
you're
like-
the only one who has made very clear on this show what your degree is, and it is not math.
That's my other degree, but I have multiple, and soon I'm getting my PhD. Ask me what I'm getting
None
my
of that-
PhD in. Ask me
What
what
do
I'm
you-
getting my PhD in.
What are you getting your PhD in?
Thugonomics.
I wish I couldn't see you. Okay,
You can
I'm
see
just
him?
gonna.
For the record, he cannot see me right now. For the record, let the book state I
No,
am
no,
not
no, no.
currently with.
I wish I could never see you.
Okay,
Oh.
that makes a little more sense.
Yeah, it's for Pants Man. That's a John Cena reference for the record.
So
Yes, and he
we
just
do
said,
we do have a second
yeah.
poll as well that we can get into here.
Well, yeah, you have to get into it. That's the important one. That's who won the debate.
Yeah, so we had some actually really good feedback on this one. So we had one vote for the Popeyes chicken sandwich.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Let me start over. So the poll was the favorite fast food
Okay,
item.
there you go.
The choices were Popeyes chicken sandwich,
Yep.
Wendy's Frosty,
Yeah.
Wendy's Baconator, and McDonald's Egg McMuffin.
And did you leave in a write-in option?
I didn't, but some of the fans figured out the coding behind the poll and were able to add some write-in options.
Okay.
The security on our website is just over the moon. It's great.
We just use HTTP. I mean,
It's basic coding.
Don't even
Alright.
add the S into that, huh?
Yeah,
So-
we don't even have the S. Can't even
So
afford it.
we had one for the Popeyes chicken sandwich.
Right.
We had one for the McDonald's Egg McMuffin.
Okay,
Yeah.
on the board.
We had one for the BK Whopper. Not part of
What?
the
Oh, that's.
not part of the poll here, but we did have
Get
one
out
for
of here,
that.
Burger King.
We should get into just burgers sometimes, and that will definitely still not get anywhere close to winning.
We had one that was so offended by the Popeyes chicken sandwich that they said the Wendy's spicy chicken sandwich.
The only reason I'm okay with that is because that you are talking about a dollar item, which is nice.
Yeah. And in first place, we had the Frosty with 2.
That's
Whoa!
fucking crazy. What are you?
Whoa!
What?
That's crazy. I gotta be honest with you. I'm the one who suggested the Frosty, and
was
even
your
I
pick,
wouldn't have picked that of those options.
That's great. Yeah, that's a chocolate ice cream. What are you talking about, viewers or pollers? I guess.
We did have
Absolute nonsense.
several people comment saying, "What the hell are these options? They are not very good."
I respect that more than the picks that were made.
I do too,
Except
but
for
here's
mine.
the thing. I challenge the viewers to write in their so-called better fast food options because I have
Absolutely.
a feeling they're not better.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get things like the Whopper for sure because that's a mistake pick.
Like if you're gonna
Um,
pick a flagship burger as your top fast food choice, I don't know how you pass over the Big Mac for the fucking
Okay.
Whopper.
Well, again, we have to have a full scale debate. That could
I-
be 2 shows worth. Just
I mean-
just best traditional burger.
I'm shocked that the Baconator wasn't even in the running. It's
Oh,
just shocking.
did it get no votes?
0 votes for the Baconator.
Oh, that actually is surprising.
These
to be
people
fair-
don't know what they like.
To be fair, we rebuked you to hell though. Like you got the harshest attacks against you, I think.
Oh my god.
What was Booze? Which one was Booze? I don't remember. Oh,
The
Popeyes.
Popeyes.
Yeah,
Popeyes was my real choice. I only didn't choose Popeyes because Boo already claimed it, and I felt like I couldn't just say the same thing.
Yeah, you absolutely couldn't.
So.
Pies. It's pronounced Popeyes.
Okay, great.
So yeah, that's our poll results.
Abysmal.
Amazing.
Come on, viewership. You can do better.
I think that was justifying my lack of an award last show. Like I won
Yeah.
the
They-
fast food
they-
wars.
Clearly, just felt bad for you. Absolutely no
care.
reason the
You
Frosty
think
should
I'm
have won that.
beneath a pity win? No.
No, of course not. We've met. Of course
I will
not.
take a fit. Sometimes I would rather have a pity win than a genuine win.
No, what? That doesn't make sense. Why?
Well, because, it's a lot of work to get a real, genuine win. You got to put effort. You got to try. You got to earn it. You got to put effort and time and energy and work ethic and sometimes even money. And it's a lot to get a real, genuine win. A pity win, all you got to be is pathetic. That's where I live, my friend.
Now, Pants Man, the reason you got your second vote was because this fan said that they've never tried the other options, so yours was
That's
by
fucking
default.
crazy.
That is
what?
That's not only a win for me, but it's a win using my own logic because I only don't like the Baconator because I've never had it.
Yeah, that's. I mean, right in an answer. For fuck's sake, why would you default to the frost? And that means someone did choose it though. Out of their,
Yeah.
they're just like, I love the frosty.
Okay,
It's good.
we are not a fast food show. That's not the theme of our show necessarily, but I did just have an idea that we should shelve for another episode, which is best defunct or like no longer like the discontinued fast food items.
Oh, love it.
I would just like to say that um we are not learning a lot of information about the people filling out our polls, so that's pretty incredible.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is the beauty of having a write-in option.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Well, thanks, Muscle V. Good work getting the polls, and I think counting them, maybe, or whatever the fuck you did for the first one. Maybe count them both next time.
I was there.
Great.
was
Since
there.
we're talking last episode, first of all, anyone who's listening to this that hasn't checked it out, please go check out episode 11. It was great. The great debate being a hefty feature of it. I have a couple corrections I'd like to make real quick.
What are you, a journal?
I am well, yeah. I'm correcting you guys. I'm not correcting myself. So Muscle V, at one point when you were listing your favorite fatty, you said Rikishi was the greatest fat wrestler of all time.
Yes.
He's not even the greatest fat wrestler in his own family. So you botched that one. You missed Yokozuna, of course.
Correction.
Cousin to Rikishi.
He's the only one I know in that family. So,
Like I said, I'm fixing your answer for you, so you're welcome.
okay.
You meant to say Yokozuna. Good work. He doesn't have the stink face, which is pretty fun, but he is just a better wrestler. So you're welcome.
Okay.
And on Boo's show, I don't know if this is a correction, but at one point, Boo, you said that the impetus for this guy moving to Julaska was that his friends are really disappointed in him.
That is true.
That what? When have your friends ever been really disappointed in you that you did anything?
I don't know, but I'm not from Florida, so I couldn't answer that question.
I'm telling you right now, I would never be so disappointed in you. I would be disappointed in you, but you would never change yourself for that reason. You never move to an. I've tried so hard to get you to move out of the fucking state you're in.
The show's not about me.
Well, too bad. So apparently, that guy's much more willing to change.
It's based on a book. It's based on a book.
No, it
that's
isn't.
based
Shut
on a
up.
musical.
Shut up. No, it isn't. I just want you to know right now, I'm really disappointed in you, and I hope that causes you to move to literally any other state.
I'd move to Greenbow, Alabama.
Great. I don't care where, just as long as it's not your current one. All right. So those are my two corrections from last episode. Please, again, go check it out. It was a pretty good episode. But let's go ahead and move on. Well, give me some producer awards. And we start with you, Boo.
Usually you call it us. Okay.
Start with you, Boo.
All right. So because of today, my awards are all based off of famous priests. And all three of you have earned awards. So for Muscle V, you win the Algor de Liaja Award. He was a famous priest.
Did you say Al Gore? Did you say Al Gore?
It was definitely Al Gore.
Algor? Yep. Jeeves, you won the Antonio Vivaldi Award. He was an Italian composer priest.
Well, why not?
I should have said the Barbara Bush Award, but all right.
And last but not least, Pantsman, you win the Erasmus of Rotterdam Award. He was a Dutch priest and philosopher.
Is this a pity award?
No, he's the Erasmus
bad.
of Rotterdam.
Is there
Congratulations.
a reason we got any of those awards, or did you just find 3 priest names?
I might have Googled famous priest names, and those were the ones I could pronounce the easiest.
Okay.
Wow. Those are both famous and the easiest pronounced. Wow, okay.
Interesting.
Congratulations, and your winnings will be mailed to you by pigeons.
Sweet.
Did you say pigeons or pitchins?
Pigeons.
Are you saying the animal, or are you saying like the action a baseball player does?
Oh no, pigeons, but it's the Jewish pigeons, so pigeons.
I
You're
don't know.
saying that wrong, right? You're just saying that word incorrectly, correct?
We'll take whatever we can get. It's fine.
Yeah, thank you, thank
I
you.
just want. Am I expecting a bird or a baseball?
No, it's a Jewish bird. It's a pigeon.
He's saying that word wrong, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. I'm not slowly going crazy or quickly at this rate. All right.
yeah,
Those were
that's
all
not
terrible.
related, but yeah.
All right.
Um, all
What do
right,
you got, Pants?
I'm gonna give that an award. I want to shout out uh, really our only fan so far,
We
Daddy
don't, we, don't- we don't know that, but definitely shout
that we
out to
know of,
Daddy O.
that we know of. Daddy-O is winning our OnlyFans award for being our only fan. So there
Brilliant.
you go.
See, that has a reason. That's great. 1,000% better. Boo, work on yourself. Okay. Um, got everything? Great. Okay. Hit us with
No.
some listener mail, Pants fan.
All right,
Bounty target has been marked.
top-notch sound effects going.
Those
We
are
have
those are really good considering your intro sound effects sometimes don't even come across.
so I've got a ton of mail. I mean, the PO box is lighting up, and again, I don't read
Fantastic.
all of it. I read some ahead of time to see if there's anything juicy. I didn't find anything juicy today, so I'm burning most of this. But I did get one letter. I open this note. Yesterday we had a bit of an issue. It was long-winded. You wrote a lot. Okay, I'll
So
remind you
much
that
so
was
much words.
a particular writer, and they went by the name of Bet Arsen Hugh, and
Ooh.
Better
Bet
send you.
Arsen Hugh. So I found the thinnest, lightest, just simplest piece of mail I could find today.
Ah, thank God.
So we are not going to have to deal with them in this one.
Suck
All
it,
right, let
Bet.
me open this up, unfurl it.
Is there a tome?
Oh, okay. All right, so bad news. I did open. I mean, it's signed. Best art than you. So this is
Oh my
another one from
God.
our friend
Oh,
Matt.
are
Matt
you
wrote it,
kidding
but
me?
it's short. It does look short. So let me read this one.
You had to unfurl it.
Once again, I feel compelled to scold you for inaccuracies.
Oh
You
my God.
named James Harden
I just
as your
oh
number one fatty.
But we'll come back stronger this time.
You also called him a basketball player.
okay. Yeah.
I honestly don't know how you got so off the mark. James W. Harden, PhD, is Associate Dean of Faculty Affairs and Curriculum and a professor of epidemiology and biostatistics at the University of South Carolina. Based on its picture on their website, not a fatty. I don't know how you got this one so wrong. Figure it out. Also, big fan of Tiffany. What is her favorite food? Is it shrimp, herring, mackerel, capelin, or young haddock? Hugs and kisses. Betar Senyu.
Okay. I thought we were gonna not be reading Bet RSNU letters for a while. We were saving them up, I thought.
You know, I want to tell you, I pulled it out, and that's what was in my hand.
Okay. I thought you pre-screened these just in case it's a crazy.
Like I said, there's so many. I don't want to read all of them. I pre-screened a lot, all of them terrible and boring and awful, and so I burned those right away. And I thought, let's just gamble it and pull one out at random. Also, in fairness, I shelved like 15 Bet RSNUs from the pile, so.
I'm just gonna throw this out there, Bet. Why don't you get a hobby that isn't criticizing the show? I mean, you can criticize the show, it's fine, but stop writing so many things.
I gotta tell you, I've been reading these and calling her out, and that is not going to minimize the
Not gonna
letter. The
respond
paper's
well.
coming. The paper is flying off her shelf right now. At least I know.
All right. Well, anyway, let's get to our question. Since you asked it, and we are forced to answer anything that is read in listener mail, question-wise.
Yeah,
Said,
I did. I've been texting as we've been chatting here. I obviously just read this, but I've been texting with our gal Tiff, and trying to get an answer on it. And as Bet Arsenu has pointed out, this is multiple choice. Shrimp, herring, mackerel, capelin, or young haddock. I assume that is the typical diet of a cod fish, which is what, of course, Tiff is. She's typing. Hold on, I got the little dots. She's typing.
Hate for Bet to get something wrong, for fuck's sake.
Typing a lot. I mean, she is still typing. Typing.
So is she typing with her fins, or?
Oh, she stopped typing. Hold on, she stopped it. Okay, she's typing again.
We're getting 3 dots out of Tiff. Jesus Christ.
A lot of 3 dice. Yeah, a lot of.
This is someone who wanted a raise last week. Get the fuck, or yesterday.
Yesterday.
Get the fuck out of here.
She stopped again. So no, didn't answer.
Okay, what? Should we just answer for her? Because this is.
Oh, I got dots. I got dots here. Yep, dot. Still dot. Just. Oh. Dot.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Wait. Here we go. She just said Baconator. It just says Baconator.
Oh yeah, that's a good answer.
Oh wait, she's 3 dots with a frosty.
No, she did not say that. You typed that.
You do not eat baconators with the frosty.
Yeah, you do not water down a baconator. Get out of here. Should we fire her? I think we should definitely at least consider firing her.
Yeah, it's definitely time.
Certainly run her course. All right, we'll talk about that post show. I'll tell you this much, Tiff. You're on thin ice. Bet you're on thin ice, which I can't. We don't even have the authority for that. Thank you for writing in. Please don't ask about Tiff again. Bet. Other people can. Tiff, you're not allowed. You're forbade. All right.
That was listener.
Thanks. Well, do we have any other questions this week?
You mean the Twitchy questions? Or are you talking about
no, listener mail questions. Twitchy questions are later.
No, wait. We just did this. We just did it. Okay, it's done. All right.
Okay. No, it's fine.
Next
it's a fine answer.
Next segment.
All right. I don't know about you guys, but I have been mostly my feed has been filled with war stuff, despite whether I choose to or not. So I have had a hard time keeping up with the sports world. So I thought we'd check in with our buddy Boo in a segment we call Boo the Sports Guy.
So when I do the segment, I'll be doing different things each time to keep it fresh. I'm going to give one sports update and one rumor because during this season of the off season of football, there's lots of rumors. And this one I just heard right before we went on air, and I can't wait. But first, I want to congratulate and thank the college that I went to, and that all of us went to. I won't say what college it is, but we are on an 11-game winning streak.
Easily Googleable, I'm sure.
The only hint I'll give you about what college it is I can't read and I can't write. But that college is on an 11-game winning streak, and they play Friday night, and then we have the conference championships for that school.
And what sport are you talking about?
Basketball.
You gave a sports update to people without telling them the school?
Sorry. The school.
Or the sport.
Yeah.
You said this. You didn't say the school. You're just saying that there's a team with an 11-game winning streak.
I wasn't sure if I was allowed to say the school that we went to.
You are if you don't introduce it as the school we went to.
Oh, well, let's just say that it is in a state in America.
How is it giving an update if you're not telling them the school?
I'm just letting them know what school. I think I gave it away with something else. But the biggest thing I want to say is there's a new sports rumor of a backup quarterback that's probably going to get a starting job. Anyone have any guesses who I'm talking about?
Tim Tebow.
No, I don't have any guesses.
It's somebody in the NFL.
Okay.
It's because he guessed Tim Tebow. The correct answer is Mitch Trubisky. It looks like the Steelers are interested in him and a couple other teams. Mitch Trubisky getting back.
I did read that the Buffalo won't be using him or something.
No, the Buffalo loved having him, but they know he's probably going to be a starter. They loved having him.
There's no way.
So the Steelers are definitely interested in Big MT, the second overall pick in the 2017 NFL draft. He was drafted before um, Patrick Mahomes, who's rumored that the Washington Commanders are interested in trading for him.
What an insane mistake on their part. The
I
ones
know,
who
right?
did, the ones who didn't draft Mahomes, which is a lot of teams, but it's still crazy.
Yeah, it looks like the Washington Commanders are willing to trade for him, but I don't think Kansas City is willing to give him up.
Okay, thanks, Boo. I'm gonna cut off this segment because it's time for you to do an ad.
Oh, uh, great! It's my turn.
Yep.
Oh, wonderful. So, for this ad, it's two people on a golf course. Okay, keep that in mind. Hey, Bob.
Okay.
Hey, Bob. How are you? Oh, hey, Joe. I'm doing great. What's up? I'm just really enjoying my golf game. Yeah, I noticed your golf game's really improved. What did you do? Well, I was having an issue for such a long time. My penis was getting in the way of the golf club, so I needed to do something about it. Oh
Oh
yeah?
no.
What did you do? I took Skinny Dick. Skinny Dick's the only pill that allowed my big fat dick to not get in the way of the putter. It's been amazing. It's changed my golf game. Now, no girls want to date me, not even guys want to date me, but at least my golf game's better now. Thank you, Skinny Dick. You've really changed my life.
How was he with the 9 iron? Was it better than the putter?
Oh yeah, he was. Well, you have to watch this next ad. I can't say
Okay.
anything.
Oh, what
Yeah,
a tease. What a dick
yeah,
tease.
I
So we've
love
had
yeah.
how
skinny
you
peanut.
chose for the first time. I'm very impressed. For the first time, you chose to do an ad with dialogue. You played both parts, and you seem to be trying to do a different voice, but instead of trading off the voice from one person to the next, the voice just kind of slowly changed throughout the entire ad.
Well, no, no. I thought I was changing the tempo with each character. That wasn't obvious.
Absolutely not.
It kind of sounded
Did
like
you?
like Seinfeld a little bit.
Yeah, it did a little. I think it started getting into Seinfeld territory. I like that you set the scene. Like that's how a radio ad would do it. Okay,
Hey,
remember, these two guys will be on a golf course. Start the ad.
I'm sorry, have you ever listened to a radio ad? I've never heard a radio ad where they say, by the way, before we start this ad, just know,
But
here's
I
the
said
context.
it'd be amazing if they did that. It'd be so funny. Rather than draw us in with imagery, we'll just slowly talk different. I love it. Oh, again, I also like that we've had skinny penis and skinny dick advertised for us now.
Oh, those rivals.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. Is that from the same company, Boo?
I don't know. I mean, I know I'm in the head of sales, but I really don't know.
You, they didn't tell us. You don't know who sent this in. You don't know if they're different parent companies.
I have one phrase I say: "Show me the money." That's all I care about.
I
Yeah, but
think,
aren't
I think, I think based on this, we really need to bump you down to associate producer.
I thought I was consulting producer, but I keep being introduced as a producer. I'm consulting producer.
oh, I don't remember that, and I don't think I agreed to it. So I don't know what you're
I don't.
talking about.
I don't have the responsibility of being a full-time producer. I just want to be a consulting producer. I don't want to be a full-time producer.
You've never provided us a single consultation.
Exactly. Well, that's not true. Um, I can be associate, assistant producer. I can be the water boy, whatever you guys want me to be.
Okay, so as you guys know, the Lent season has just started. I'm cutting you off, by the way. The Lent season started, which means that us Christians of the world have to give up something for 40 days and 40 nights. And if you can't remember that, there was a movie called 40 Days, 40 Nights where the plot was that Josh Hartnett couldn't have sex for that amount of time. What a hero. Um, so I thought we should go around and ask each other what we're giving up, and then we'll decide if you've given up the correct thing. Okay? Does that make sense to all of you?
Yes, it does.
Boo, we start with you again.
Yeah, so it's been clear by most of my segments and everything I do. I don't have a lot of passions or interests or hobbies.
I think
Um,
that's fair
but
for
the
all of us. That
yeah,
describes us all well.
but the only thing I really do enjoy watching and talking about is sports. So that's what I would give up for for Lent. Sports, watching it, talking about it, playing it. I don't really play it, but anything involving sports, that's what I would give up.
You
I'm throwing a
win.
flag on the
You
field.
win last 3 seconds.
Yeah,
It's-
it's also the incorrect answer.
Yeah,
Incorrect?
that is not it. That the advice that you would give up if you were truly going to make a sacrifice in your life, marijuana, 100%.
Oh no, wrong. Also wrong.
We don't say that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you can definitely just
That's
say
not.
drugs.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
also it's
Whoa.
incorrect because the correct answer is gambling.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought that was correct too.
Also incorrect answer. The correct answer is strip club.
I haven't been to a strip club in like 10 years.
Uh, yeah, but that's because
Well,
of
now
COVID.
we didn't establish this ahead of time, but I think since we've come to a weird four-way tie on what your answer should be, I would say that we have to come to a consensus. There has to be at least at least a plurality of votes. So at least two people have to
I'm out.
agree to one thing, or
I,
else what he picked for himself wins.
Move to the next
Oh,
well,
okay.
No.
wait. No. 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 No.
I like that.
Actually, no. One of them's not true. I don't smoke marijuana.
Great. Okay.
I don't. I do smoke medical marijuana. It's not the same. So I don't think
Okay.
Curtis's count.
Oh my
That's
God.
also not his name.
You Jesper, you started
Thanks,
to
man.
do so well.
I'm
All right.
just to deny him his answer. I'm going to switch to gambling.
That's fine.
Also the correct answer.
Yeah, I agree. We have to redo the episode because I made that mistake. So let's restart.
All right,
No,
we are pausing and no, I'm kidding.
You win this
Yeah.
fight and return to the front
you
line.
just lost. You just lost the game. You failed your half or your segment, so you lose. And now you
No,
really
we-
don't get to gamble for 40 days.
Oh, big
No,
loss
we-
for you
no.
though.
Shit.
Yeah.
Back
Too,
to
too
base.
bad. I'm going to Lake City in a couple weeks. But okay.
You're not allowed.
Yeah, you can do it in 40 days. So you can do it in however many weeks that is.
And nobody said it had to be consecutive, right?
I think they did. They do. Yeah, they say that explicitly. Actually, that's the only rule. Okay. Well, you did a terrible job with yourself. How about you, Muscle V?
So the item I am going to, or the thing I'm going to give up for Lent, which I think millions and millions of Americans are going to give up for Lent as well, is shopping in person. Like physically going to the store and shopping. I'm still obviously going to do online shopping, but I will not be going.
That's
into
not
the store.
giving any. That's not a sacrifice. You're
Yes,
going to do it.
it is a
You're regular
sacrifice.
shopping.
Have you ever done this in real life? Ever?
What? Gone shopping?
Shopped in a store.
Okay, you need to ask my wife, but every time I go to the store, I need to walk down every single aisle because I don't want to miss
What?
anything. Yep.
Oh,
no,
I'm
that's-
sorry.
that's-
What?
No, wait,
First of all, that is,
that's the
I hate to
question.
defend him, but especially when he's so stupid. And this is obviously neither a sacrifice nor an answer for Lent, nor his answer for Lent. But I have to defend him. That is exactly how I shop.
Yeah, but wait, time out. He never said he bought things. He just said he goes down every aisle.
I would
Thanks.
buy stuff if I see it being interesting.
What? That we've been roommates for 4 years. We've never shopped anywhere that didn't involve food, ever.
No, this is all food places. I'm not talking about I don't go to the store to buy clothes.
But you're just saying you're not going to go to the grocery
God.
store anymore.
I'm not no stores. I'm only going to do pickup or online orders from Amazon.
Again, not a sacrifice because you're still getting the things you would have gotten from shopping, and
But-
also you're taking a better experience.
But I'm missing out on the potential things that I could have been buying.
Get out of here.
The experiences.
I just want to say the correct answer for Dixie, bacon, obviously.
Bacon.
Oh no, I was gonna say working from home.
I was going to say hating on women.
Don't do that.
Don't say that.
I don't do that.
Oh, you don't do that. I thought you said don't do that. Don't take that away from me. It's too important in my life.
I can't live without it.
Okay, well, so who wants to change their answer to fix it? Obviously, your answer does not stay.
Why is that obvious? I think millions of Americans are going to be following in my footsteps.
That's fine,
Jeez,
but you shouldn't.
as much as I think your answer is funny, come on, that's not. You've got to pick the team.
Yeah, you're right. I gotta live realistic. There's no way he could pull it off. We need something he can achieve. Boo, what was your answer?
Working from home. He had to give that up.
I literally wouldn't be getting paid then.
Yeah, I don't know if he could do that. So there might be an impossibility. I guess we got to go bacon. Done. That would break him, so that would be fun.
Yeah.
But I'm still out baconators. That's still in,
No.
right?
Yeah. You just have to take the bacon off.
I might as well just get like the regular Dave's sandwich or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah,
Honestly,
that's
you
what they
can,
call it, the
I'm gonna,
Dave
I'm gonna,
sandwich.
I'm gonna call BS on that. You can't even order a baconator and peel the bacon off because the bacon juices would still be in that burger, giving
Yeah,
you a hint of that
Oh
flavor.
no!
No,
You'd have to pat the juices off.
Oh no! What if I do a bad job patting the juices off?
No, you'd have to do a
that's
good
why you're
job.
getting. That's why you're getting the Dave's double.
Oh no!
I
I've
want to
never
see
gotten that
Vitaly.
before.
So shit, I fucked up your name. I want to see Muscle V pretending to pat off the bacon juices of a burger. I would pay for. I would watch that.
Whoops, missed a
Like a
spot.
like a like a fake slap on a TV show. He's like not even touching the burger, and you can just
5
tell.
feet away. All right, Pants Man, what are you giving up?
I thought real hard about this, and the truth of the matter is, I am unbelievably lazy, lethargic, and a couch potato. So
Not gonna fight you there.
I'm going to give up essentially that, and mine is a little bit more of a taking on a thing as opposed to giving up a thing. But I'm going to uh, exercise regularly, like really push myself exercise for the 40 days and 40 nights.
Yeah, I'm not sure you understand what we're doing here. You
Yeah.
have to give something up. We don't care what you're doing to make up for it. You have to give something up.
So I heard
That's what I'm
he's.
giving up. What I'm giving up is
Your couch? Are you gonna
Yeah,
not sit on the
it's
couch
the
for 40
couch.
days?
it's giving up the being lazy.
So okay, so you're gonna give
I have
up.
a much,
You
I,
can't sit on a couch for 40 days.
I'll take your
That'd be
I
couch
have
for
good.
a,
40 days. I'll take it
I
out of
have
your
a,
hands.
I have a much better one for Pants Man.
Sure, there's plenty more. Yeah.
Yeah, sandwiches.
Turkey sandwiches is correct.
That's
I'm not even going to
Yeah,
pick one. That's the
Yep.
correct answer.
Yeah, but
yeah,
I'll
correct.
also go with that one as well.
Yeah, correct.
wow.
Unanimous. I think you can agree. You heard it once he said it. That's the right answer.
You know what? It made more sense. I know you're going to disagree with this, but it made when you said just sandwiches, that sounded insurmountable. Just not turkey sandwiches, I could make that work for 40 days.
You've always made that claim, but it's untrue.
I don't believe it.
This is apple cider all over again.
I'm not saying I don't like turkey sandwiches. I love turkey sandwiches. I'm just saying there are a lot of sandwiches out there, and as long as I can have meat sandwiched between bread with lots of cheese, I'm good, even if it's not turkey meat.
All right, what do you guys want to ban turkey sandwiches, or do you want to go less specific and ban sandwiches in general?
I'm okay with turkey because I don't believe he can do it.
I don't think he can do it either.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what? All right, deal.
Right. All right,
Great.
and
We
as
win or lose nothing, so we win.
yeah, as for me, I think you guys know I can't get away from them. I'm in them all the time. I'm addicted to meetings. I gotta stop meetings for 40 days.
You.
So how is that going to work with work?
I'll just tell them it's a religious thing. I'm giving it up for religion.
No.
I'll tell them that. I'll
It's
use a
a
religious
sacrifice.
exemption. Yeah,
like
I'm
Muscle
sacrificing.
V, like Muscle V, you've chosen not to give something up, but
You didn't buy me
instead to
back.
stop doing a thing you didn't like anyway.
Oh, whoops. I would have put I make us do 2 meetings a night for this show. We couldn't do those for 40 days.
So you're saying don't prepare. Our OnlyFans said to prepare.
That's fair. Well, no. You guys would still prepare separately. I just couldn't hold you accountable when we're in the pre-show meeting or post-show.
I thought about this. Now, my answer for you, which again, your answer is complete and utter nonsense. That's not a sacrifice. You gave me shit for saying exercise.
It's
Give me a break.
the opposite of the prompt.
So is yours. The prompt is to sacrifice something, not to give up things you don't want to do.
Gave up meetings.
But what I think you would have to give up, and I apologize to all the fans listening, but I think the thing you would have to give up is Call of Duty. I think that's the thing you're addicted to.
How could we? That's
Nope,
the show.
That's not possible.
Oh, I was gonna say the internet.
That's Muscle V's livelihood. That also is the show.
I would say
All right.
Taco Bell. Taco Bell.
Oh, we're still in the Taco Bell boycott, so that actually wouldn't even count.
I think that we could still do the show. You just couldn't play the game. I mean, we can only see Muscle V's half of the game anyway. So
So I would be
That's true.
playing by myself.
That is true. For like most of the show, the listener doesn't know if I'm playing or not until he's not most of the show. You're dead a lot, but for like a quarter of the show, they don't know if I'm even playing.
Well, I mean, I don't object because I would get the kills, and then I would definitely win a lot more games.
I'm
so
pretty
you're
sure
on my
that
side.
I'm pretty sure given a 40-day, 40-night ban, I still would win Kill Battle 7.
I don't think so.
I like I
Yeah.
don't think.
I'm not on your side, Pants Man, because then we can't make money.
Allied UAV
Yeah.
Again, yes,
Great
we
point.
can.
It's a great point. This is his livelihood.
No part of this show requires Jeeves to play the game.
Yeah, I agree.
I probably would be a better host if I was not playing this game.
Probably.
Theoretically.
may be lost.
So I think we have to settle on Taco Bell. We can't let Jeeves win.
No, I think was that you, Boo, agreeing with me, or are you saying Taco Bell, or were you sticking with internet?
I haven't been to Taco Bell for 3 weeks already.
I agree with Pants Man McGee.
Yes. And there it is.
Move to the next area. Protect
Okay.
the perimeter.
Well, the show's gonna get weird. I'm in.
It's gonna get very weird.
Out of curiosity, we at no point actually, other than me, who did say it, that we never explicitly said we were giving these things up. We were just saying if we did do Lent, this is what we were
Yeah,
doing.
True.
yeah.
Obviously not giving this thing up.
There's
no one
no
would agree
teeth
with.
at this bit.
Yeah,
We
how can
need-
you live
we-
how can you live without baconators? Like that's not possible.
We need at
Baconators,
least
Bitch, I've got a turkey sandwich in my hand right now.
we need at least 5 fans before we would follow through with a Lent challenge. So if we have 5 fans, let us know that you're listening, and we'll think about doing a real Lent challenge sometime.
Probably not during
did
Lent.
Safe
you guys ever play the Lent game in high school?
What is the Lent game
No.
in high school?
Your friends pick something that you have to give up, and whoever goes the longest giving it up, they get however much money you guys pulled in at the end.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that not one person in my whole entire high school ever talked about Lent. I'm gonna go on a little.
Mine
fig-
either.
Well, I'm pretty sure my half Jewish buddy led the charge on this game. I mean, it's not really. It wasn't really for religious purposes. It was to make
Now,
fun of
I'm
your friends.
confused. You said the
I'm
money
not
you
saying it
pulled
was.
in.
I'm just saying there's no chance.
Yeah, you charged everyone to play the game. It's like when you do a pool.
Recon intel.
I thought the way you worded it sounded like it was one of those like a walkathons where you have to get people to sponsor you.
No. So do you want to guess what they made me give up?
Oh, masturbation.
No, because they'd have to know that I gave it up.
How
No
would-
one
what
would
do you mean?
follow up on that.
How would
They-
you? What is the thing you could give up that they could possibly know for certain you didn't do?
You've got gas.
It's something that you could like visibly see.
Like what? Name a thing. Anything.
Make it up.
Do you want me to just
Make it
take
out
a
with-
guess, or do you want me to just?
I'm gonna say making out with men.
Yeah, they didn't say. I didn't have to give up making out with men in high school.
But again, you could do that without them seeing it. Like,
Right, that's what I'm saying. That wasn't the thing.
So tell us what it was.
They made me give up being apathetic.
what is
Again,
that?
how do
What?
You know my Asian buddy.
Yes.
Yeah, he had to give up left turns.
Again, this is not making.
It was
He
super
can still do
fun.
left turns when nobody's around.
Yeah, but anytime you were around, he had to spin basically to make a left. It was amazing.
Hey, Pants Man, let's make a bet that you won't use the letter R for 2 hours. Like what? Like,
I don't. There's no way he could do that. He couldn't say your full name.
I can attempt to do so.
and first off, there's no R's in my name. My name is Boo.
Yeah,
Radley.
boo.
Your name's Boo Radley.
I thought you said my first name. My first name
I
is
said
Boo.
your full name is what I said.
Oh.
Listen, Boo Adley.
Mark location.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah, you maintain that for the show. Now why don't we go ahead and move on? I believe I've been invited to a dinner. Is that correct?
Correct. Hello. I will be your host for this segment. You can call me the hostess with the boastess. I'm Boo Adley. And in today's Today's section, we're all invited to a dinner party. We can invite 3 guests, dead or alive, people we know, people we don't know, famous, not famous. We'll all go around and say our 3 people and explain why we've invited the 3 people. I will start with, oh wait, there's an order. Let me look at the list.
Wait a
Um,
minute,
You
wait a
can
minute.
you can do your own list if you order if you want.
I
I
need a
don't
um, I,
care.
clarification. Is this
sure,
a dinner party we're all going to and we all bring 3 people, or is this we each have our own separate dinner party and we pick 3 people that are only for our dinner?
Does that change
it's
your
only
answer?
Yes,
yeah.
dramatically.
Um,
No.
it does not change my answer at all, but since it changes yours, sure, we're all at the same dinner party.
Damn it.
Um,
Okay.
the
Now I got to think
the
about third person.
Okay, I'm glad I went with that answer.
Oh,
The
so
only
you were just lining up 3 dates.
yeah, the only other rule is we cannot all pick each other. Like Jeeves, you can't. Your answers can't be the 3 of us.
Why would I pick the 3 of you?
I'm just saying that's the
Use the new
rule.
safe
But
zone.
we're gonna start with
Safe
Jeeves.
zones
So let's
Why
hear
did you
your
have
answer.
to clear? Who
Yeah,
would
I feel
waste their
like
pick on?
we definitely could have
We've
skipped
ate
that
dinner.
rule.
We've ate dinner together. Why would we
Uh,
pick that?
I'm just putting it out there. Jeeves, you can go
Why?
first.
Okay.
Because those are the rules.
All right. Great. Um, let's see. With my first pick, I am going to pick someone who's super boisterous, loves to drink, can eat a ton of food. I would love to see it in action. Give me Andre the Giant.
Okay.
Are we delving into each person? Do you guys want to?
No,
Nope.
you said
Yeah,
mine.
yeah.
Yeah, you
Say
said
say all
mine. Keep
three.
going.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
say all
did say
three.
why. Oh, I'm saying all three.
Say all three.
Oh,
Gas
you
is
don't want to go around? That way,
No,
people
no,
I could be
no.
taking
Yeah,
good ones.
let's do all three.
Yeah, do all
Okay.
three. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, sorry. All right. Great. If I got full picks of everything.
Jeeves is never going to let Boo run his own segment ever again.
Absolutely not. Terrible decision, but whatever. That's fine. Um, I next would definitely go with Cleopatra. She seems like a boss hog. You know, powerful woman. I'd have questions for her there. I'd
Okay,
be,
important question. Are we just assuming that there's some kind of
yeah,
universal translator and we'll all understand each other? Or is
Yes,
she just
yes,
like
correct.
speaking ancient Egyptian?
Universal translator.
Okay.
right. That's what I was operating under. I don't. My picks would still remain. Be like, let's see what Cleopatra's like. I'll just guess what she's saying. It'll be fine.
And your third
Um,
pick?
but I haven't even fully gone through why. I would have so many questions for. She was a pharaoh, right? Can women be pharaohs?
positive ID on the
I guess that's a great question to ask her.
I would ask her. Yeah, I'd be like, what was your job title again? I know you
God,
led
can you imagine?
Egypt.
You're Cleopatra. You're one of the most famous people in all of history.
She
You
doesn't
have
know
been
that.
summoned back to life for a dinner party with a bunch of rubes, and they ask you of all the things they could ask you. And what did you do again?
enemy
What was
team
your
is tracking your
title
position.
specifically?
Yeah. Whoa. I just died, and I'm not sure why.
Because of your bullshit answer.
No, I don't. Maybe I don't think I got shot. I think I got struck down. Maybe it was a bullshit answer. No, I mean she's a good pick. I think the why is the problematic, right?
Sure.
And I would have a lot of questions. I would get to really know Cleopatra. I want to see if she's the seductress I believe she's supposed to be as well. So there, and then obviously for my third pick, it's Lent. Of course, I'm picking Jesus. How could I not pick Jesus? A guy who can turn water to wine. I have a bazillion questions. I'd love to know if he can actually do miracles. I'd love to know if he thinks he's the Son of God. I'd like to, I've got so many things I would like to know about for Jesus.
What
And
if Jesus
I have
came back like actual real world Jesus and he was just super
Gas inbound.
like
Safe
Pat
zone
Robertson
identified.
energy? Like what if he was just like a televangelist at heart?
He could be. He absolutely. Yeah, we could find out if he was a big fat faker. We could
I
find
think
out
I
if,
would like
if
him
people
more.
just misinterpreted him. He just said something like, "Yeah, we should all be nice to each other." They're like, "Oh my God, is this the Son of God? This guy's crazy." It'd be great. Or worse, if he could really do miracles, even better. He could also just be a magician.
Oh God, if he brought a magician to the table, I'm not going to the dinner party.
Well, yeah, but if you thought it was a real wizard and then he turned out to be a magician, you'd be like, "Oh, it's still a good reveal."
Enemy soldier nearby.
I mean, I don't mean to be sacrilegious, but I'd rather have Gandalf if we're doing wizards.
We can't do fictional characters. You guys
No, I
lambasted
know.
me.
I'm just saying.
Okay. Even though there was no reason why you couldn't have picked fictional characters in the fatty prompt, you got very mad when I did.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm
But
internally consistent, my friend.
if we could choose fictional characters, Gandalf is not a bad pick. Probably not my first one, but
Okay, good
Definitely
job.
not.
Good job, Jeeves. And we'll move on
no, yeah, I know I
to
killed it.
yep. And we will move on to Pantsman.
Okay, I'm going to be honest. Mine are going to be weird, specifically for how like not out there they are. They're kind of like, really? That's pretty mundane. All right, my first pick.
Honestly, I don't think you're a good judge of whether something's normal or not. So we'll find out.
Well, I just mean like it'll seem like if I could pick anyone through history, you're like, oh, so you really you really thought you had a narrower field than you needed to. First pick. God, this is gonna be so boring. My boyfriend is gonna be
Okay. No,
gonna be
that's
one of
fine.
them. Now, in this case, like,
Yeah, all right. Lame,
if
but
if
yeah.
if I was married to him, if we were living together, like if this was a relationship, a normal relationship, I would not have included them in this very specific thing. I haven't seen them for over a year, and that's
Yeah.
why I'm going to use this magic time to throw them into the mix.
You're still
Um,
wasting a pick, but it's an understandable waste of a pick.
and also, full disclosure, he was my last minute alternate. I had to take somebody out, and as I was thinking, who could I pick? I was like, oh, I should probably pick the boyfriend.
Eh.
Um,
I
number
hope
two pick.
I hope he would be mad that you picked him though. Like you wasted a pick on me. You could have told me about an amazing meal with blah blah blah.
Honestly, like he would probably like, oh, but that's you wasted it. Like that's kind of his
Yeah.
energy.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Number two pick. I'm not even sure I can justify it. John
Oh.
Lithgow.
What?
I don't
That makes
know.
sense.
I knew Boo would be on my side with this one. John Lithgow.
Did you just remember a name?
He's a very, I don't know why, he's, of all the celebrities that exist, he's one of my favorites. And I don't have a good justification for that being true. It doesn't make sense. Other than I really like Third Rock from the Sun, I just think John Lithgow seems like an interesting character.
I mean, it's not even like his sixth best role.
I'm not even going to argue that.
Oh, all right. It's hard to pick apart a pick you know is terrible.
And the third pick, and this one I think is a truly.
Holy shit! We just got 5th place. This is the best we've done on the show by far.
All due to John Lithgow.
John Lithgow energy. We also we get 5th place, but between the two of us, only got 1 kill.
Wow. So I'm going to say as my third, and I think this is a truly inspired choice.
Hopefully, it fucking better be. Oh my! I knew you. I should. I could have done your picks.
Yeah, but like I said, these are not exciting picks. These are not like out of this world picks. These are not like holy shit that I didn't think of that person. These are like, oh, you really had a narrow focus for your choices.
Yeah, you understand the prompt, right?
I do, and I thought about it, and this is what I came up with.
Did you just look around your room? Because I think you just looked around your room.
She's a genuine nutbag. Like she's crazy, but not in like a scary way, in like a delightful and entertaining way. She also, here's the other thing. When I came up with this list, I thought this was my dinner party by myself and you wouldn't be there. And I thought that I would be responsible as the host. And I thought, you know who would be a great host of a party and would be happy to take over my party and do all the hosting duties? Amy fucking Sedaris.
Yeah, I'm just the whole time now going to be mad staring at your picks, being like, you wasted picks. So, like, this could just happen. All 3 of those things could just happen. Obviously, the boyfriend is a different category, but the other 2 could potentially just go, like, that could just go down at some point.
I love that. I am ecstatic that you think that I could somehow get John Lithgow and Amy Sedaris to come to my house.
No one said this was at your house.
Yeah, this is
Where are we hosting this thing?
Probably some fancy dinner place.
Yeah, I was thinking
like a Boston market.
It's a ballroom in San Diego.
Oh, I'm not going to that. I don't care who's there.
Next, we will go to our friend Muscle V.
Yeah, my three choices were very obvious. I'm surprised that nobody else on this call picked these individuals. The first person is, of course, The Rock. Why would you not invite him?
Rock was high on my list. He seemed like he'd
I
be
bet
fun.
he's dull.
You bet he's what?
Dull.
Tall? No,
Oh, I thought you said. I thought you said tall.
I also
Well, that
thought
too.
tall.
He's definitely tall.
A safe bet that he's tall. He's definitely not dull.
While you can. You'll
So
get
definitely The Rock for obvious reasons. The second pick would be Chris Rock for his
Oh,
for his
that
comedy.
surprised me. That
It's a
surprises me.
good pick, but I'm worried about the theme that's happening here, and I'm very excited to find out where the theme ends.
The third pick. The third
Wait,
pick.
time out.
Okay.
You have to say why for Chris Rock.
For his comedy.
It's 100. Is he your favorite comedian?
No, it's going along with the theme.
Okay. Okay.
The third pick is the greatest badass of all times, Sean Connery, for starring in The Rock.
I'm surprised you even know that.
now.
Yeah, I'm pretty proud of him for that one.
That's it. I gotta say, of all the picks so far, Sean Connery might be the best pick anybody's picked.
Yeah, definitely. I'm absolutely excited to see him there. Excited to see Rock there. Chris Rock is like, oh, cool, you made it. Great.
Well, now it's me, and I went in a weird direction, like all of mine.
Did you good? Are you going to throw a rock party as well?
No, no. I'll go with my first pick, which is the most obvious pick, and you know I'm going to do it, so I'm just going to do it anyway. My first pick would be Eric Roberts. He's an American actor. I don't know why I need to explain that. You all know that. But
I mean, not worse than Pantsman's pick, so whatever.
No, well, speaking of Pants picks, I want you to know, I told you there was somebody I had to last minute cut out because I found out the rules changed, or I misunderstood the rules. One of my third pick was Eric Roberts, and
yeah, it makes sense.
the only reason I picked him was so that because I knew I'd go before Boo. I thought I'm going to get Eric Roberts to go to my dinner party to deprive him of an invite to Boo's dinner party.
Oh, that's funny.
It was
Well,
a spite pack.
This would just be giving him a fourth pick. Good call.
Let me explain the reason. The reason is because he's such an incredible actor who's lived such an incredible life, and just to be able to hear from him would be really incredible.
It's hard to know if we should really get into your love for Eric Roberts or not, because obviously the listener is now very confused as to what the fuck you're talking about.
I think the listeners are still trying to Google who this guy is. I just want to make it absolutely crystal clear who this person is. You've all seen the Killers music video, Mr. Brightside. He's the bad guy in Mr. Brightside. He's the creep.
He's also the low end main of Dark Knight, of the Dark Knight.
He is the main
not
character.
in the Dark Knight. Like, he's technically in that movie. He is barely even a character anybody saw. He's such a small part of that movie. That is not a useful reference.
He's the only unnamed villain that, like, if you saw him, you're like, oh yeah, I think he was in the Dark Knight.
He's either the 1A or the 1B in that movie, but that's fine.
Absolutely not. He's not the 1A or 1B in any scene he's in.
My second
he's not
pick
1A or 1B in anything he's ever done.
That's false. We can have a whole night where we discuss Eric Roberts. We can call it Eric Roberts night.
If we ever do a Boo deep dive, most of it will have to be devoted to his love for Eric Roberts.
That's fine. My second pick, it's timely, but it's also because I saw this person do stand-up, and it was one of the best shows I've ever seen. That would be Bob Saget. A fellow Jew and just somebody that I really felt was very entertaining, and his stand-up was one of the most incredible things I've ever seen. So that's my number two.
Are you just saying that because he's dead now, or was it really like mind-blowingly good?
It was. One of the coolest things about it, it's hard to explain unless you were there, is it seemed like he prepared nothing, but also he prepared everything all at the same time. Like, it was weird. Like, it seemed like he had no idea what he was doing, but everything just was so funny and, like, was so smooth all at the same time. Like, he'd been doing the same act for 50 years, but I really don't think he did it at all. Like, it was just kind of incredible, actually.
That's what our show is supposed to be like, but instead it just sounds like we didn't prepare and don't know what we're doing.
I'm pretty sure the effort is just oozing. Like, they can just hear how hard we're trying.
Exactly. My third pick definitely going to be a little weird, but I think you guys will
You,
understand why. Well,
why
I mean, you will
you
understand
don't
why.
have to preface it's going to be weird. Everyone at
Um,
this point knows it will be.
So my number one pick is Steve Holcomb, who was a bobsledder in the 2010
Oh
U.S.
my
gold
god.
medal team. The reason being is he has the same eye disease I have. He had keratoconus, and I remember thinking that like if he has the keratoconus and he could become a great bobsledder, then there's no reason why I can't do something great in life. And he was actually really inspiring to me when he was alive. He's no longer with us, but when he was alive,
Hostile dropping into the area.
he was really
Watch your
inspiring to me.
skies.
So
Please
that's why I
please
chose
tell
him.
me he didn't get into a bobsled accident because of his eye.
No, don't ask me how he died. It's really sad.
Great.
Was he the bottom man of the 2-man bobsled?
Four man. There's no two man bobsled. There's only two female.
You're thinking of the luge.
Yeah, you're thinking of
Ah,
Luge.
my bad.
Um,
I'm just
yeah.
gonna say it. Everybody listening is thinking it. We have put together quite the sausage fest.
I brought a lady to the party. Thank you very much.
So did I, but
I just
that's
realized
it.
that.
Two ladies.
Oh crap! Yeah, this is not a great dinner party.
Yeah, obviously this isn't. First of all, we've got I think at
There's
least
16 people coming to this thing, and we've got two women.
and six
Well,
of them barely famous
I'm very
or not famous.
I'm very excited to announce that this will now be a daily segment. So every
No,
day you'll hear who we're bringing to our dinner
Absolutely will
party.
not be. We can. I was gonna like think about narrowing it down, like giving a theme or something, and you guys couldn't even do a good job having everyone in the entire history of ever. You guys did
I
a
think that's what
horrible
threw me
job.
off. I do better with limits.
Maybe you all do. Like Muscle V, you're gonna take. I guess Boo, this is your segment. You should probably rate everyone, but if not, I'm going to.
No, you're the host of the show. You can rate everyone. That's your job.
Yeah, you did fucking horrible. Pants Man, you did fucking horrible. Muscle V, you by default get second place. I crushed it. I actually tried.
Whoa!
Well,
You can rate all of us, but you don't get to rate yourself. Muscle
No, yeah, you don't
V
get to rate yourself.
clearly did better than you.
I
yes.
have Jesus coming to the party. He is The Rock.
He's one of the least interesting people on the entire list.
Jesus?
Yeah.
Whether or not you're a Christian, Jesus is an interesting fucking pick.
I'm not convinced.
Okay.
You would have
Chris Rock is
you
gonna
would
be
have
there.
questions.
I would be really focused on Chris Rock. And I didn't even write Chris Rock.
I would like to pass the hosting duties back to Jeeves. Jeeves, you're officially the host for the rest of the show.
Great. There's almost no chance you're ever being the host again. That was horrible. Maybe we'll try Muscle V next time. For fuck's sake. Okay.
I'm not even on the list for.
Absolutely.
Like-
Well, no, you're the number one response guy. We can't have you host. Okay. Well, we need a palate cleanser, Pants Man. I need you to get me out of this misery hole. I can't be too mad going into the 2 segments from now.
Drop inbound.
So I need you to. We've told Boo to take a rest for the night. He's pitched a lot of shows in a row. Obviously, his ideas are hella stale. So we are actually going to throw this one to you, Pants Man, in a segment we call Show Pants.
No, I'd say it's still booth shows or whatever we call it, boothness. I'm gonna do this as Boo. So I've got
Love
a great idea. It's honestly, you guys are gonna love this. This is a great idea. This is like such a good idea. It's really
Wait.
original.
I'm out. Boo, I want you to take notes. This is how you impersonate someone.
So anyway, yeah. So I mean, I would think about it, and I think really what people love is Transformers. Like that's such a successful thing. So I thought let's take it to the next level. Let's do a show called Uber Transformers. So it's about the Transformers when they get laid off from their jobs, like fighting good and evil. And so
Of course, not
so
last long.
to get by, they have to use their vehicle mode to drive for Uber. And so watch them as they're humiliating themselves, driving people around. They're powerful beings, but they're debasing themselves for meager tips. And then during the off-peak times, Watch them revert to their robot people forms and engage in water cooler talk with each other. Uber Transformers.
So I have a very
Can I?
important question that's gonna judge whether I watch the show or not. Is Megan
Yeah.
Fox starring in this show?
Great question. Really good question. Also, Muscle V trying to make up for the fact that he had no females at his dinner party.
I would take Megan
So-
Fox for sure.
So Megan Fox is definitely in the show, but she's not like she's more of a recurring character. So like she is frequently going to be one of the people being moved around, and all the Transformers like Bumblebee will be like, "Oh hey, like Megan, you remember me? Like we worked together on the earlier movies. Like you remember me, right?" And she's just like on her phone pretending like she can't hear him.
Okay. Here's a question. By the way, I'm fake Boo. I'm talking to the real Boo. Um, I, the name.
You are still in my phone as fake your name.
Yeah.
Me too.
The name of the show is called Uber Transformers. You said.
Fight your way out and you can take
Uber
it.
Transformers.
Lose.
Can I just make one suggestion? What if they were Jewish and you called them Juber Transformers?
That would be the most Boo.
Yeah,
No,
you fucked
I
up.
could
That's
possibly.
the only way you fucked up right there.
And that's
You
how
just-
you know I'm not really Boo.
Yeah, honest to God, the only problem was the name. So that isn't quite how he talks on the show, but that was a perfect fucking impression of Boo in real life.
Well, and the thing
Wait,
is,
real quick. Hey, real quick. Add a sniper kill to my list. Let's go.
All right.
so the only like I did not think, frankly, of Juber Transformers,
Yeah,
but
you
I feel
fucked
like
up.
that joke only works because if I had started with that, you'd be like, "What is a Juber? What are you talking about?" Like you needed Uber to be a part of it to begin with. But it is a very good note from Boo.
Well, you
Hey.
say Juber, and then we go whoa, and then you go it's a Jew that rides Uber or whatever.
I also am not convinced that as a Gentile, I am allowed to do that.
Well, you were playing Boo, so it would be fine.
Yeah, you were.
So I'm in Jew face. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I think that's
That
okay.
doesn't seem okay.
Well, no, because you'd
My
be making
apologies
fun of
to
a
the
Jew.
Jewish community.
We have 2 Jews on the show. I think if you make Jew jokes to them and they approve, it's okay. Is it okay?
I approve.
Yeah, I
Okay,
approve
cool.
of that one as well.
Well, we have determined that they are spokesmen for the entire Jewish community, so good on us.
That was
Yeah,
good
that's-
though.
that's it.
Yeah, show pants. We might have to mix that in more often. That was great.
Your teammate has failed. They're sent back.
That was the last
one-
minute come up with.
It's
Yeah,
just
well,
you
well
and
done.
them.
Again, maybe we'll give you no time to prepare whatsoever.
I work good with limitations. I told you.
Yeah, if we gave you all day, you'd be like, "Oh, well, this is the Amy Sedaris show."
Oh,
It was
I'm
a
telling
show
you,
that
if
already
you
happened.
gave me, if I had all day to think of this show would have been hot, boring garbage.
Okay. Note received. I'm trying to figure out right now if Muscle V will die or not.
Probably
think
not. I don't
He
think so.
will. Why don't we go ahead and do a twitchy question now?
Right. So this question is from BB80T, which is really weird. And the question actually, this is a really weird question for Jeeves.
Okay, great.
They would like you to explain what's going on with the baseball player strike that's about to happen.
I mean, they couldn't have known this is a really weird question.
Yeah, that's why I'm just surprised.
So thank you, BB80T.
And haven't you stated on here how much you hate the sport of baseball?
I have not. We have not got into that very much. If we haven't got into it, I don't think we've gotten into it at all. But at some point, we're definitely going to do a deep dive into that.
Yeah, you talk about it so much in real life. I just kind of
do.
assume.
I really do. I think we're on what? This will be episode 12, and the fact that it hasn't come up yet is crazy, actually. I think of the 4 major sports, baseball is a complete abomination. I hope they never resolve the strike. But I don't think that was the question. The question was, can you explain the strike? Is that right?
Yeah, Yep, what's going on the both sides?
Oh,
Yep.
yeah, I can explain that. Baseball players aren't real athletes, and so when prompted with the fact that they can still get away with getting paid and never having to play baseball, they're like, "Oh, I'm a lazy person. This is great. This is perfect. Let me do even less work than playing fucking baseball." So they're all unanimously agreeing not to sign their collective bargaining agreement, which is fucking stupid because baseball doesn't even have a cap. It makes no sense why you wouldn't sign that. I don't know how they could have any demands.
Okay, great.
I got so mad I choked on spit. Whew. Okay. Sorry. Do we have any other Twitchy cues?
Nope, that's it.
Whew. All right. Well, Muscle V is defying the his normal limitations of life, so he continues to survive.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Oh, sorry.
While being hunted as well.
Yeah, you're doing great. He is in the orange, so you're probably going to die soon. But anyway, well, he's slowly dying. The world's lost its mind, and everyone seems pissed off everywhere you turn, whether it's in real life or on the internet. I don't find myself nearly as mad as everyone else, so I really need your guys' help in pissing me off in a segment we call What Peeves Jeeves. So Muscle V, actually I'll go to you last.
Yeah.
Pants Man, I go to you first.
So it's great is I saw this on the outline for today and didn't remember what Peeves Jeeves was about. And because I frequently forget the names of these, all the dumb names you come up with for all these dumb segments, I can't keep track of what's what. And so I could have asked, like, hey, what is this? What am I supposed to prepare for this? Didn't. So my general lack of preparation and lack of ability to piss you off. That's what I'm throwing at you.
Oh, well, it is annoying because we have a second document that tells you what each segment is.
New safe zone.
I've never clicked on that document.
Of course you haven't. Why would you? It's only shared to your person. It's only right next to the show notes.
I mean,
Also,
I just notes is always open to the daily agenda. I never leave that page.
I mean, that honestly, that thrilled to
Look
hear
at this.
that. To
There's
be
a whole
honest.
thing down here that says show segments.
Yeah, I know. It says all of the segments. That's its whole
Wow.
point. So that, I mean, that's me. I mean, I knew that about you.
Bear in mind, it just says what peeves Jeeves. It doesn't describe what it is. So
Oh,
Gas is
well, I guess I
closing
can't be that
down.
bad then. And lack of preparation. We just established that you shouldn't prepare or you get worse. Thank God you haven't prepared.
here's the thing.
Basically,
It depends. There are some segments where I am better on the fly. Apparently, coming up with TV shows is one. There are other segments where when I don't prepare, it's dead air.
yeah. I
Like
definitely
this.
wish. I wish you prepared less for the dinner party for sure. I wish you just sent people off the rip. Although I think that might be what you did. 3 out of 10.
Honestly, my most inspired answer was the last minute one, which was my boyfriend, embarrassingly.
Yeah.
So I have a question. Can I do something that I think used to peeve you, but now doesn't really exist, but it used to peeve you? Can I do something like that?
You can do anything you want, bud. I will
Okay.
rate it appropriately.
Back in the early days of Facebook, when Facebook used to change its interface every like couple months, and it used
Oh
to be
my
really
god, did they stop doing that? That does piss me off.
Oh.
I knew it pissed you off. Yeah.
Somehow,
Did you see that, Jeeves?
I did see that. Yeah, somehow Musclevy snuck up on 2 people, despite doing no stealth whatsoever. I can't tell if I'm mad about that or the Facebook changing their UI. That did piss me off. Oh my god, and they just constantly wanted you to not know where you're going. It was like the
Yeah.
virtual equivalent of being in a grocery store. Yeah, that is upsetting. Do you think they stopped doing that? I don't go to Facebook anymore.
They don't do it as much and as drastic. Remember, it would be like completely different. Now they might change like a little thing here and there.
Yeah, but that's
I
just because
Yeah.
that cretin is trying to like take other parts of our lives over. They're like, oh, we don't have to change the interface. We'll just steal all of your info.
It's not like how like we would log into Facebook and it would be like completely different. Be like, what the fuck is this? It's not like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. We were young college kids,
Yeah.
and definitely I
Yes.
felt like a grandpa trying to use fucking Facebook every 2 weeks. And
Yeah.
people
100%.
still like respectable people still used it then too. It was before we had
Yeah.
all the news shit and all that.
Yeah.
I was fucking pissed. That did make me mad. 9 out of 10.
Oh, thanks.
Sure. Muscle V, while you're holed up in a wall, you got any ones for me?
Yeah, when McDonald's started removing all their breakfast items from the menu, that had to have peeved Jeeves.
What are you talking about?
You remember
Did they-
last year when they started removing all their breakfast items? The bagel sandwiches went away for a while. There was a lot of stuff that went away.
No, I didn't know this happened. Did I miss this?
A lot of
I don't
a
know
lot
what
of
he's
places
talking
were
about.
doing that.
Was this a COVID thing? Is that why?
Yeah.
I have
I don't think
no
you
idea.
can get peeved about a COVID thing.
Yeah, that's pretty
If
understandable.
they
I
take
don't.
away your
Yeah.
breakfast sandwiches, you definitely can get peeved.
Yeah,
Well,
but
if they took away the bagel, I don't think they did take away his breakfast sandwich.
was this while I was not leaving my house? Also, I think it was.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I didn't know it happened.
So,
So I'm gonna say 0 out of 10. Great work, McDonald's. Do what you
I've
gotta
got
do.
one. I've got one.
Okay.
No, you can't do more than one.
Hey, you absolutely can. In fact,
I
we
didn't
have
really do one
multiple
before.
times.
I was stalling, and he didn't rate it anyway. Because
I
it
rated
wasn't
it.
a thing.
I did
rated
rate
You
it.
did?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
you gave
rated
it a
it.
3.
That's correct.
That got a 3. Jesus.
Are we
Well,
doing-
my new one wasn't much better. It was gonna be golf.
Are we doing
I
one
just
more,
haven't-
or are we pausing here?
Yeah, hold that. We'll come back after the break. Let me remember mine. Do you hate weather? Do you wish that you could just sit without air flow?
What?
This is the ad spot. I can't help it. Well, thank God there's been an invention around for centuries, but you probably never think about it. I, of course, am talking about walls. Walls, probably the greatest thing that man's ever created. In fact, at one time we made it one of the 8 great wonders of the world. And yet you sit there never thinking about it until a wall lets you down. But we're here to remind you that walls are amazing and you should appreciate them even when they're not failing you. Walls. Don't be walled out. Be wall in. Walls.
Is this sponsored by the Walls Ad Council?
No, this is TBP. They threw another one our way.
Okay.
April 13th.
Yes, sorry. I was supposed to. There is a note here to just creepily mutter April 13th right at the bottom. So sorry, I missed that on the ad read. Well, thank you, TBP. You guys have no comments?
No.
On
No.
Walls?
I mean, you don't appreciate your walls, do you?
I mean, my walls are kind of shedding, so.
What do you mean they're shedding?
So I have brick walls, and they clearly need like I think they call it a tuck and point or a point and tuck or something like that. Basically,
That's when you hide your junk, right?
yeah. So they've got all the mortar or whatever that's like in between the bricks, and it like just sheds. Like it's just like little stones and dust just sprinkling constantly off my walls.
I don't. Is that a thing? I think you might just have
Apparently.
mold, bro.
Well, it's definitely not good. Like it's not supposed to do that. But and there are things they can do to fix it. But my landlords apparently don't care about long-term maintenance. So
Okay.
oh well.
Muscle V, we probably could have not started this game.
All right, well, I can get out of here.
We just started another game, and we've been doing weirdly good tonight. So do you want Muscle V to back out, or you just want to try going segment list the rest of the show?
Let's
I'm gonna
do.
go. I'm gonna leave. You guys finish it up. I'll boo out.
Right.
See y'all later.
Not even not even going to suggest like don't play the game. Let's just end the show now. It's just like no, you do whatever you do. I'm out. Bye.
Yeah,
We
peace.
didn't officially wrap up what PVG. Boo. 10 out of 10. Maybe 100 out of 10. He makes me so goddamn mad.
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
He doesn't make me this mad in real life. He constantly makes me mad on the show. All of the time.
Yeah.
I mean, his choices are, his choices are utterly bizarre.
Which, again, in real life, adds up. He's the weirdest person I think we collectively know. Is that fair to say?
100%.
Definitely.
But, like, when he makes a choice in real life, you're like, oh, yeah, he's just zany and weird. You expect the choices he makes in real life. On this show, he just drives me fucking crazy.
I feel like sometimes, I feel like he's got this weird thing where, when he really tries, like he's trying to do a bit, but it's just not that funny. So it just sounds like he picked something really just odd to do. Like it's just not great. And then when he's just, I don't know, not trying, he's not just like having a conversation. He like does this, where he's just like, oh, I'm just going to be quiet and not do anything. I'm just not going to engage. This segment has lasted more than 2 minutes. I am done.
Yeah, which is crazy because, again, in real life, it's hard to get him to not engage in something. But on this show, just quiet. Just silence. 150 out of 10. Boo, Red.
Well, let's talk about Lent. So
Okay.
let's return to our theme.
You're unrelenting.
What? So I'm presuming you are the only person, Jeeves, who has actually participated in a Lent before. What is the hardest thing you ever had to give, and why was it left turns?
I will say apathy was a terrible pick. It's very easy to fake enthusiasm for everything. And I didn't even do a good job, and I still got the money back. So really bad job on my friend's part.
Wait, you won that one?
I did, yeah, I won. I tied someone else. I forget who. Our buddy Hank.
Ugh.
I can't remember what he had to give up, but I think it was a 2 or 3-way tie if I remember right. But no, so that wasn't too difficult, and then every year that I did decide to do it, I would just give up gum, which I rarely had access to. So I'm not sure I was really into the spirit of the thing.
You still are. The thing you gave up this time was meetings.
I do meetings all the time. I have an abundance of meeting access.
Oh, it's not about whether you have a lot of it. It's the point of it is to give up something that you like.
Yeah, but this was back then. I didn't particularly care for gum, nor did it ever cross my path.
Right, but my point is that I guarantee you do not love these meetings. You're not like, oh, thank God, I've got a meeting to go to.
Fucking love a meeting. You know me. They call me Meeting Jeeves. That's what they call me at work, which is weird because they don't know my character name on this.
Oh my gosh.
What do you think you could do Lent for real? Do you think it would?
I'm going to be honest.
Spiritual satisfaction.
Several years back, I created a bucket list, which I decided I'm not good at just doing things. I needed to have a list of things to do to actually do interesting things with my life.
That is an incredibly you thing. Was it an Excel spreadsheet?
Oh, 100%. I think at first it was a Word document, but then it got too long, and I wanted to organize it.
Too long.
The thing is,
did you categorize it and stuff?
Oh, 100%. You've got all kinds of categories.
You're an absolute insane person.
But the thing is, I wanted to fill it up with things, and
that's what lists are.
I couldn't think of that many things really, so I Googled what do people put on their bucket list, and I saw a bunch. I was like, well, that sounds interesting. One of them, I don't know if it was on a list or if it was just something I thought of, but one of the things I decided to put on there was do Lent. Now, again, I'm not religious. I don't have a religious meaning or purpose for Lent. I just kind of am intrigued by the idea of actually giving up something I genuinely don't want to give up and do so for like 40 days. Like I feel like it'd be an interesting experiment to see how I would do genuinely picking, like not doing like what you did, where I'm like, oh, I just won't do gum because I don't really do gum anyway. Like if I were to do it, I would purposely pick something like honestly, I think the biggest ones would either be sugar, which would be very hard for me
Oh, sugar
to
would be
get rid of,
tough.
or like I said, exercising, like actually consistently and successfully exercising every day. That is not something I am ever very good at. And so I think those would be interesting ones for me to try. And I have in the almost at this point decade, I have had this list and this item that you can do at any time. Like I could do it for Lent, or I could do it like just a random 40 days. Like
Oh,
there's
oh, that's
there's
interesting. You
nothing
didn't even do
stopping
it for
me
Lent.
from doing this thing. All I have to do is give something up. I have never once thought, yeah, let's do it. And every year I'm like, oh, Lent's coming. And I always think like it's on that list. It's a thing to check off.
That's funny.
Never once have I said, you know what, this is the year. I'm doing it.
Lent it's a jacked up. It is a particularly difficult time to give things up because this is like we're getting to spring. Things are actually opening up and are available. You're not holed into your house anymore. So whatever item you are giving up, this is, unless it's drinking alone, this is like one of the tougher times to give things up. So if you ever do Lent, you should really just go for it in Lent season.
So here's my question: is not eating meat on Friday part of Lent, or is that separate?
It is part of Lent. I don't know why, nor have I ever participated.
So eating meat every other day of the week is fine, but you know what? Friday, don't touch it.
Well, no,
Yeah.
I know there are some people that do give up meat for Lent. Like that's their thing they give up. But I also think there's a separate tradition that is just in addition to whatever your Lent thing is. You're only supposed to um and what's funny is my understanding is like the whole fish on Friday thing happened because they were giving up meat and that included fish. And then the fishing industry was like, we kind of need people to keep eating fish. And so the Pope,
Oh,
I'm very much paraphrasing this. You can look this up. I don't know if this is true. But the Pope was basically like, yeah, let's just do Fish Fridays.
It sounds word for word.
You save some
that sounds like how that
Hey,
would go down.
like, you know what? No meat, still no meat. We're sticking with no meat, but fish, we're going to say that's not meat, and you can have it on Fridays.
Jesus taught people to fish. He liked fish. Fish, fish, fish. Obviously not
Jesus
part
taught
of
a
Lent.
man to fish, and he ate for a day. And then Jesus gave a man a fish, and it turned it into wine. Parable.
Oh, I'm assassinating a guy. Oh, who's got no skin?
Oh,
I think I saved your life to do that, so you're
no,
welcome.
I'm pretty good.
Well, I mean, yeah, because I saved your life. The guy who sent those that bomb raid
Cluster
after you.
strike. Yeah.
Yeah. No, all right. You got any other Lent questions for me?
I do actually.
Okay.
What is one thing, and this is for both of you, and again, I know you don't necessarily participate in Lent, but
gas is moving.
what is one thing, one vice or guilty pleasure or just thing that you like? Not like food or air or water, like necessities, but what's the thing you like that you could give up? You could choose to give it up, but you absolutely know you never will. Like it's just off the table. You are never going to say you won't indulge in this thing for 40 days.
Oh my God, there's so many things I would choose.
I'd say video games. Definitely one.
Oh, I could give up video games for 40 days. That wouldn't be too challenging. Especially, I think there was probably a 3-month stretch with my daughter that I just didn't play video games anyway. Just too busy.
Yeah, never had
Um,
that issue.
Yeah, it's because you got a sleeper for a baby, which is amazing. I mean, it would like alcohol would be on the tougher end of things I could do.
Didn't you used to do dry January a lot?
Yeah, but that's not 40 days. And all
Like 30 is my limit.
we would usually acquiesce by the last weekend of January. We would usually give it up because that's usually when there was a fun event.
You know what's
But
funny? I did dry January this year, and I very much was like, this doesn't bother me. I don't really need alcohol. Like, it's not a big deal. And I thought, oh, like I'd say mid-January, I was saying to myself, I'm kind of saving money. I don't really miss it. Like maybe I'm just gonna keep this up. Maybe I just won't choose to drink unless there's a real like reason to. Maybe I would just not have alcohol in my house anymore. And then by February 1st, I was like making plans to go buy beer.
So I will say it is a lot easier to not drink when you're not going out and not like really doing anything.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely a big fan of the social drink, but especially with like beer, I enjoy the taste of it. I enjoy having
Yeah.
some.
Until the
Um,
pandemic, I never ever thought I would ever be somebody who had a beer. Like I've had a beer with dinner before, but like I never thought I'd be somebody who's just like when I'm eating at my house by myself, like I'll have a beer. And like, yes, drinking alone, I think is a very specific thing, which I don't count this as because while it is alcohol by myself, I'm really, like you said, doing it for the taste. And
yeah,
it's just, I started drinking alone because I was technically on a Zoom call with all of y'all. And I was like, oh, we're drinking together. This is still drinking together. It's just I'm technically in my own home. And then when that call ended and we stopped doing this, I just was like, well, I've still got beer in my fridge and it tastes good and I kind of want one with dinner.
yeah. We used to for those listening, we used to do a Wednesday call through most of COVID, and I really looked forward to it because we weren't doing anything else. But it was
Right.
nice. It was a good
It
thing to
was,
break up the week. Now,
for sure.
obviously, we talk every day, but it
Yeah, I gotta say, when it ended, when we stopped doing it, I was like, well, that was fun. That was a nice thing we did. Maybe someday we'll do like a follow-up call, but it's obviously not going to be the regular thing anymore. And then you decided that we needed to do instead of a once a week evening call, we've decided now we need to do not only an hour and a half call every single day of the work week, but we also apparently need to spend a big chunk of our workday planning and deciding what this is going to be.
yeah, I got bored. Sniper kill, by the way.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's what happens when we don't do a Wednesday call for what was it, 5 weeks or something.
It was a while. We stopped in
Nah,
like September.
yeah, well, yeah, because then the babies started showing up, and that was tougher that was an adjustment period for four of us on the call.
Right.
But yeah, so it probably was like a 10-month thing before we picked this back up, maybe 13.
You're asking how long the original run lasted, or how long it has been since we stopped doing it?
The latter.
We stopped in September and started doing this thing a few weeks ago. So I would say it was like a 4 or 5 month break.
Where'd that guy go?
Right here.
I should not have tried to snipe him.
He's behind the
Oh, he killed me. Killed me dead. Sorry, what was the answer, Pants Man?
I'm pretty sure we stopped right before a particular friend's wedding, which was in September. So I would say it's a 4 or 5 month gap between our ending of the Wednesday call and the start of doing Cod Daddies.
Yeah, so about 6 months of me not having a Wednesday meeting, and then I decided I want to have a nightly meeting. So again, perfect thing to give up for Lent.
Are you saying we're not going to do this for Lent?
No, because you didn't accept it. I have to just give up the video game portion of this. But I proved my point. Love a meeting.
This is not a meeting.
No, the Wednesday call.
That was sort of a meeting.
Yeah, that was sort of a meeting that I thoroughly enjoyed.
That was a hang. That wasn't a meeting. A meeting is a fucking work.
All meetings are hangs. It's just your attitude towards them.
Maybe you do like meetings.
Maybe that's the thing you really can't give up.
Yeah, I tried to tell you guys. You just wouldn't believe me. Now we do twice nightly meetings. Not this, for the record. I'm waiting to die, by the way. So any other Lent questions before we wrap up?
At what point do you get circumcised during Lent?
What?
Oh, I lived. Well, yeah. Every Lent, you get recircumcised. Everyone knows that.
That makes
Just in case
sense.
some grew. Just in case some grew back.
Yeah, you have to re-up it every year. Take the vaccine, the flu shot.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah, it's like
subscription to
it
getting your.
turns out foreskin is the same material as like fingernails. It's always growing.
Oh. Oh.
Well, that was
I didn't
fast.
even land. Oh no. Oh, all right. Well, that is it for gameplay tonight. Let's go around the horn. Sign off out of here. What do you got for us, Muscle V?
Uh, got nothing today.
Great. Have something tomorrow. How about that?
All right, I will
Pants
have
Man, what do you
something
got for
tomorrow.
us?
I'm not Pantsman, I'm Boo, and I've come back just to say, sorry for leaving early, but fine.
Okay, just do Boo signing off every night from now on because that is great. Thanks, Boo. Thanks, Pants Man. And for all of you that are still listening out there, we appreciate it as always. And remember, if you give up something for 40 days, make sure it counts. Cod Daddy's out.